Hello and welcome to another Aggie's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. Back in the bloody cold beer room. You can see the breath on the... God. It's about, how many degrees is it? 3 degrees in here. I've got to just bang the fire on. Quick review. Can't do one in the house, wife's cooking. So tonight I'm going to be reviewing, fucking hell, it's freezing, The Best IPA. The Best from Morrisons. And like Sainsbury's have their taste of difference, Asda have their extra special. God, that's cold. We have from Morrisons The Best. Exclusively brewed by Marstons, 5.5% volume. Doesn't say anything else basically. No, India Pale Ale. Very nondescript thing on the back, you know, it is what it is really, isn't it? So, I cannot believe how cold it is in here. It's Baltic. Okay, now, good thing I've got my thermals on. Tell I've been painting, can't you? Hey? Don't matter, does it? Nobody else sees them. Apart from people on camera, obviously. But being as I don't really know anybody personally, it don't really matter. Do I care? No. Anyway, let's get this puppy started. So tonight started the Christmas decorations, putting them out. Got a tree at the bottom of the stairs, a little black and silver tree with black, silver and white decorations. A tree in the dining room, turquoise tree with pastel decorations. And then for the front room this year, we've gone for one of these trees with from Tesco. I bought it from Tesco last year. A luxury Regency fir tree, hinged branches decorated with berries and pine cones, basically all firs and that. And it's a green tree. We've had a white tree for the last God knows how many years, 15 years plus. Obviously, I ain't cutting down trees to, you know, although I know that Christmas trees are actually produced for the reason of cutting them down, but I ain't cutting trees down, so we use artificial. However, I also have two little Christmas trees outside the front door. I also have a real Christmas tree that's 20 foot high in the garden, and I've also, for this year, I've got a 7-foot Christmas tree, real Christmas tree again, that's going to sit in a pot on the front garden with the lights wrapped around it. And then we've also got 2 cedars, Cedrus atlantica glauca, if you want the Latin name. And the Christmas trees are Pisces. You know, if anybody out there is a gardener. We've got some cedars, and we use them as Christmas trees. And we actually put lights on the bench. We've got a big garden bench, 4-seater garden bench, and we actually cover that as well. And we have snowmen out there and all sorts. You know, it's not overboard like some. I mean, some people really go to town. Fair play to them if you can afford it. But we do make an effort, you know. And when you've got grandkids, well, grandchild, and kids under 16, it's worth doing, isn't it? And to be fair, everyone apart from my son, who's 22, loves Christmas. And I don't really care about what anybody else thinks, to be honest, you know, such is life. So, amber pour. Whitehead, dog's outside thinking, can't get in. Whitehead on the aroma. Not much on the aroma, if I'm being honest. No, not much is coming through. I did get a whiff of pine citrus a bit ago, but see if I can just bring it up again with the last of the bottle. Yeah, really faint citrus aroma. Nice light pine finish on the taste. Definitely suits this temperature. You know, it's really quite crisp and refreshing. Yeah, definitely the coldness of in here. It's like being in the bloody fridge. Oh. And we definitely had one of them mornings this morning. Obviously, the day this is filmed, it was -3 this morning, and my God, did I feel it at work. But I got my Benny hat on, and not that I've got much hair these days, and it's all going grey anyway, so I like to cover it up. I need an haircut. I need to go skinhead, really. But anyway, yeah, my Benny hat on this morning, my thermals on, I was mowing, and it was lovely, you know. I was quite warm running around with a mower. There's some jobs you just don't want to do this time of the year, you know. You want to be doing something where you're working, you're moving. All the thing about the outside workers, you know, you need to be moving, keeping busy, you know. I know some people in jobs, they get to the job, oh, I don't want to do any work. That's alright, you're flipping freeze to death at this time of the year. You want to be active, moving around. And I drive a golf buggy with a trailer on the back on Nottingham's Park Estate, and it's private land. It's dead strange. And there's no bloody eating on that golf buggy. You know, it's like, oh my God, you know, especially when the wind blows for it, it's a bit Baltic. So Morrisons, like all the supermarket, have been refreshing their, shall we say, own brand range, even though it's not made by them anyway, as none of them are. And the other year, I think it was 2 years ago, they got rid of the old range, and this is a new range that came in. And I went into Morrisons one day, and there was shed loads of bottles, all reduced down to silly price, and it was a great day. Got some nice beers. And you know, these days I don't buy anything in quantity. You know, I don't buy cases anymore. I really don't like buying a 4-pack anymore, because once I've done the beer review, you know, there's no need for the rest of them. You know, unless I really like them, obviously. But I suppose if someone comes around and they want a proper beer instead of my own made rubbish, you know, it's there. And finally, I've got me wine and me beer from Kit's sorted. And this fella, the Vieux Chateau du Roy, or Chateau Neuf de Pape for me and you, turned out really nice. Even at day one, beautiful. And, you know, I don't mind paying 40 quid. Well, I do mind paying 40 quid because I'm tight. But I don't mind paying 40 quid as long as it turns out alright, you know. So, price of 30 bottles or 24 litres, you know, 23, 24 litres, you know, at £1.33 a bottle, you can't go wrong, can you? You know, brewing it yourself, especially if you want a bit of decent wine at a cheap price, you know. Like all these kits, they give you oat chips to put in it, but in some ways you could go and get your own chips, obviously not from a chip shop, but get your own chips just to add even more oakiness or tannins to it. I mean, you can really put a tea bag in and that adds tannins, you know. And at this time of the year, tannins help. If you've ever read articles on the internet about, obviously, winter colds and that, and there's been articles about drinking red wine to get rid of colds or help get rid of colds or even deter colds, and the tannins in the red wine do that. And I was never really a red wine fan, and I read that article, I thought, well, worth trying, isn't it? You know, drink a bit of red wine and get rid of colds. And it's funny, since I've done that, I have suffered with very few colds over the winter period. And obviously I'm in a job where you do get them, you know, working outside, you know. And no, I've been very lucky, very lucky. Back to this fella. Yeah, for me, it's nothing outstanding in, it's not overly citrus, it's not overly piney, but it is citrus, you know, there is citrus and pine there. What it is it's just a very pleasant, like a traditional tasting beer, you know, or IPA, this may be the case. this will please the people that are stepping up from John Smith's and stuff like that, you know, before treading into the murky waters of the proper craft beer generation. You know, I mean, let's be fair, craft beers have been around a long time. You know, most beers really can be hashtag craft beer, you know. But oh, it's got some belly to it. I like it. So, amber pour, good carbonation and lacing. Still got the white in there. Not much on the aroma. Couldn't smell it. On the taste, the pine, elements of citrus, and it's just really just an introductory beer. We'll say that. You know, it's not something that will play. If you're a punk IPA fan, Brewdog Punk IPA, you'll drink this and think it's quite bland, you know. But if you're a John Smith's fan, you will think, oh, this has got elements in that I've not tasted before. So for me, what I would say, it's more of a crowd pleaser beer. But like I've said with a lot of these beers, you know, they all serve a purpose. You know, 7 billion people on the planet, you know, we don't all like certain types of beer, you know. Heaven, God sakes that we don't. So out of 5, I'm going to give it about a 3.8 out of 5. It was nice enough, nothing, you know, it does what it does. The Morrisons The Best, you know, it's strange really, because it's not the best. It's a nice IPA, but, you know, the branding is you know, obviously that's their branding, but yeah, when they've called something the best, you know, you expect it to be better than what it is. I mean, it's a good beer, but the best, it's a strange thing, isn't it? I mean, it's like Sainsbury's, taste the difference. And yeah, on some of the stuff you can, but on a lot of it, it's just a bloody name, and it's, you know, it's all blown up. Same with Asda Extra Special, you know, and can't think of the other supermarkets who do it. I suppose they all do it, don't they? But yeah, strange branding. Thanks for watching. See you soon.